All right, let's dive into one of the deepest, most incredible mysteries of the spiritual path, this idea of birthing the divine human. We're going to explore what it actually means to fuse the spiritual with the physical, to literally create a new kind of being right inside of ourselves.
So this is the big question we're tackling. What does it mean to birth your own divine humanity? And this isn't just some poetic, abstract idea. For the mystics, this is a real, tangible, transformative process. It's a way to become a being who holds both divine wisdom and a passionate, fiery love for all of creation.
So here's our game plan. First, we'll get clear on our destination. What is the divine child? Then, we'll look at the kind of mindset you need to even begin the journey. We'll uncover a mystical map, check out a real-world example of this transformation, and finally, get into why this ancient idea is so incredibly urgent for us today.
Okay, so first things first, what exactly is this divine child? Well, mystics describe it as the ultimate goal, the outcome of something they call the sacred marriage. Essentially, the divine child isn't some being outside of you, it's a totally integrated state of consciousness. It's the point where two fundamental opposites, you've got the absolute stillness of the transcendent Father and the passionate, justice-seeking fire of the embodied Mother, well, they're not separate anymore. They are fused together inside one person.
Think of it like this. You're uniting these classic pairs of opposites. The whole goal is to marry the transcendent with the embodied, the soul with the body, the masculine with the feminine. See, it's not about picking one over the other. It's about creating a completely new, whole being from their union.
But before this journey of union can even really get started, there's a prerequisite. A very specific kind of consciousness is required. It's what the mystics call having a childlike heart. And this isn't just some sweet, sentimental phrase. In this passage, Jesus is laying out a really profound and demanding truth. He's saying that this radical evolution can only happen in a soul that can adopt the consciousness of a child. So, what does that actually mean in practice?
Well, this state isn't about being naive or childish. It's about being completely present, what they call naked to the now. It means being innocent to your past, not dragging it along with you. It means being perpetually open to miracles, and maybe most importantly, being willing to just surrender with total abandon. That complete surrender, that's the key.
Okay, so we have our destination, the divine child, and we have the mindset, the childlike heart. But is there a map for this journey of surrender and union? Well, it turns out there just might be. A specific, almost technical guide for this transfiguration, and it was hidden for centuries inside a controversial ancient text.
You see, the Gospel of Thomas, which was only found in Egypt back in 1945, is a collection of sayings attributed to Jesus. And one of these sayings, a short little passage called Logion 22, is described as the stunningly precise map for the entire journey of birthing the divine human. It's basically a set of mystical yoga constructions.
So this map, it lays out these core instructions. First, you make the two one, which is about realizing the non-dual nature of reality. Then, you make the inside like the outside, seeing your own inner divinity reflected everywhere in the world. Third, you unite the sacred masculine and feminine inside yourself. And finally, you fashion a new likeness, which means allowing a literal, physical transfiguration of the body itself. So here's the crucial point. This whole process kicks off with an act of total surrender. The image they use is of a nursing baby, just completely trusting and yielding to the motherhood of God. It's from this state of absolute trust and abandon that the journey of unifying all the opposites can actually begin.
Now, I know this can all sound incredibly abstract, maybe even a little out there. So let's bring it down to earth and ground it in the real-world experience of someone who consciously lived this process, the 20th century mystic Bede Griffiths.
After a really severe stroke, Griffiths had this profound opening, and he described not just a spiritual shift, but a physical one. He said he could feel spirit and body literally marrying inside him, igniting this deep, slow, rich transformation in every single cell of his being.
And right here, this is where he connects his experience directly back to our core concept. He felt both the mother and the father principles integrating within him. For him, this wasn't just a metaphor. It was a real, tangible inner marriage that was slowly but surely birthing a completely new being, the divine child.
So why does any of this deep, personal, mystical stuff matter to us today, right here, right now? Well, because this isn't just about individual enlightenment. It's about a necessary evolutionary leap for all of humanity.
You see, the ultimate result of this transformation is a complete and total shift in perception. When you experience the world as the body of the divine, every part of creation, every person, every animal, every river and forest is seen as holy. And in that state, actions of justice, of deep compassion, of fiercely protecting the planet, they aren't choices anymore. They become mandatory.
And that brings us to the final, really challenging thought. Imagine not just one person, but a growing number of people going through this transformation, becoming these empowered, divine children, acting not from ego, but from a deep, embodied wisdom and love. What could a group like that, an army of them, achieve right now in the face of all the crises we see around us? That's the question this path ultimately leaves us with.